That's when our Pro Tour qualifier, Star City Games Invitational is. Or, I'm sorry, our Invitational qualifier and our preliminary Pro Tour qualifier, which will be modern format. Hey, we have George joining us.
I killed David.
Oh, that's interesting. He got a turn 3 Blackleaf Cliffs into a Tassiger. We also have Dr. Andy Martin with us, too.
What's up, girl?
Dude, that is his favorite thing to say, apparently.
PG. So what's he?
We have Tron at the bottom and Jund at the top, and a Karplusan Forest coming down. Yeah, it's green-red Tron. And he's playing Karplusans instead of Groves. I'm not sure if he has the Groves. Yeah, he needs the source. He's going to go down to 19. He's going to cast Ancient Stirrings. Which is a cool card. It's a green sorcery, and it'll let you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put a colorless card from there into your hand. So he can grab Karn and grab Emrakul, basic lands. In this case, he grabs Karn, which is going to be able to be played because he has Tron, which will let him exile Chucky's Tassiger.
Wait a minute. You sure he has Tron?
Yeah, he has a. I looked up all the arts
Okay.
to make sure.
Okay. I don't want another. I wonder where Richard is. I thought he'd be here today.
He went to Charlotte, turns out. Yeah, congratulations. First time on stream to Richard Adams, who top 4'd the Star City Games Invitational this past weekend playing Merfolk. Huge congratulations to you. Well played, my friend. And good luck at Charlotte. And I'm sure that they will be afraid of your seas claims and your spreading seas and your attack from all your fish.
Go, Richard. Win it.
He pluses Karn. Karn's going to exile, or Chucky's going to choose to exile a Twilight Mire from his hand.
I'm gonna watch Chucky in real life.
I assume that was going to be a minus from Karn. See y'all. Quick visit from Dr. Martin and George Morgan. And we're going to see a draw from Chucky. I have not updated life totals this game. I apologize. For the Planeswalker, I honestly would say Ugin. I was just being a little cheeky and decided to joke around and say Eugene. I also am a fan of using the term progenitus instead of progenitus, as I feel like it's a disease if you ever play with those kind of cards. So we're going to see maybe a 4th land come down for Chucky. We're unaware so far as if he even has it in hand. Turn 3 Karn is a little tough. If he doesn't have the Lightning Bolt, it could get really bad really fast for Chucky. Still debating. Tassiger's going to get in there, and he's just going to swing at the face, putting him down to 15. Tectonic Edge coming down, and he's going to go ahead and use the Tectonic Edge, tapping his red source, leaving up green, black, which I'm surprised, but he's going to go ahead and cast it for a Tarmogoyf and try to make him either, 1, use his Karn to exile one of the 2, or 2, use his Oblivion Stone to kill everything. I believe Oblivion Stone taps to put a fate counter on something. If it doesn't, however, I'm almost positive it does, but if it doesn't, he'll be able to use it. Oh, Tarmogoyf die, courtesy of definitely George Morgan. I only know George Morgan and Michael Stewart to have those. So, we're going to see a minus from Karn is going to exile that Tarmogoyf. And this one might be going to a game 3, as Karn is a very, very difficult card to beat. He's going to put a fate counter on his Karn in his main phase, instead of at the end of George Morgan's turn. So we're going to see at the end of Chucky's turn, I'm sorry. So Chucky's going to untap and draw, and hopefully, I think he's looking for a land here. But I'm not able to see what's in his hand. So we have Tasigur against Karn. Two cards that have... Well, I guess Karn has been in Modern since the beginning, and Tasigur has just impacted Modern immediately. That card is very, very unfair, almost. And that's a good card. He's going to call against command to deal 2 to him, redirect to Karn, and also destroy his Oblivion Stone. And I believe we're going to see some damage get in with this Tasigur, perhaps onto the Karn. Put Karn to 1, I believe. If I did that math right, he starts at 7, goes up to 11, and then he minus 3s? I'm not sure. He's either at 2 or 1. No, I knew it cost mana to put a fate counter on. I wasn't sure if it tapped to put the fate counter on. Chucky's going to exile a Stomping Ground with a plus from Karn into an untap. And we'll see if Chucky can get something going and possibly take this evil Karn down. Chucky's going to give him a quick look at his graveyard. Tasigur's going to attack the Karn. Chucky's going to tap 2, play Scavenging Ooze, and he's probably going to pass turn. Yeah. So Karn should not be able to exile anything this turn again. We're going to see a plus from him, and I'm sure that he doesn't have a basic land, or he would have definitely played it that turn. Or not necessarily a basic land, but a land period from Chucky. So Karn should be exiling a real spell or a real card this time with its plus. Could be a second Scavenging Ooze. Austin's trying to decide what to do. It was a Fulminator Mage. So I was correct. He did bring in the Fulminator Mages. As a second Karn comes down, and that one's going to exile the Tasigur, certainly. As these reset, in quotes, reset Karn. If you exile any new cards, those are the only cards. Yeah, I was going to say, Tasigur definitely doesn't go in the graveyard. Tasigur gets exiled, and an Eye of Ugin comes down. Or the Karplusan Force, I'm sorry, comes down for Austin, and he's going to play Pyroclasm. He's going to exile his Wormcoil Engine. Chucky's going to go up to 15, and life totals are going to switch. And Scavenging Ooze lives, and can now successfully attack that Karn, I believe. But he has plenty of mana to activate the Eye of Ugin. This is going to be a very tough play, or a tough game for Chucky to come back and possibly win. Tarmogoyf's going to come down, and it's gigantic. We have artifact, creatures, land, sorcery. We have a Kolagon's Command in Chucky's graveyard, so he's a 5/6 if I 6/7. Apparently we have a creature somewhere also. Chucky's going to pass, Austin's going to draw, and he shouldn't have a second Karn. He's going to have to use a turn to. I'm not sure how life got reset. I think their life totals on screen are incorrect. See if I can get that checked out by good old George Morgan, as he's going to add Emrakul to his hand with his Ayavugan. As I do not see anything that caused him to gain 6 life. Austin should be at 14. Okay. Life totals were fixed. That scared me for just a second. Hey, I was unsure if he played a timely reinforcement and did not get the tokens or something weird. So he main phased that and is going to pass back to Chuck U. Not going to eat that last creature with the scavenging ooze. Right now, Chuggin can attack him down to 5. I'm not sure if he has does he have 2 towers? If he does, it's 3, 6, 12, 14, 15. He could cast Emrakul if he has 2 towers. If he only has 1 tower, he's unable to cast Emrakul, though. So we're going to see Liliana. Liliana is going to +1. And he has a tough choice. He either discards the Emrakul or the other card. And if he is either 1 land away or able to cast it, you have to discard the other card here. And he does. It's a 4. Oh, he had the land in hand to cast it. So right now, he's going to be at 5, and we're going to see if Chucky either wins or loses on this next turn. And we're going to see Austin knock the top of his deck for a basic, an untapped land, a Tron land, and he looks like he draws an Ancient Stirrings or a Wormcoil. Ancient Stirrings, if he gets it, he gets it still, and he gets to look at 5 cards to do so. So we're going to see if we're going to go to a Game 3 here. And it looks like he at least got an Oblivion Stone, so... 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13. He needs an Urza's land of any kind. It's 2 from Ayavugan, 2 from the 4 lands, so that's 10, 13, 14, 15. That's enough to cast Emrakul, take an extra turn to attack. All of his creatures are tapped out. That is going to be lethal. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn coming down. And we're going to go to a Game 3 with Chucky on the play. Ooh, he's going to toss some cards at him, huh? I don't know about that. There's Tarmogoyfs in that stack. And I'm not sure if Chucky's going to change his sideboarding around too much. It seems like he brought in the Fulminator Mages, and that's exactly what needed to happen. That's a card that could set him back a lot and potentially help him just demolish Tron. He can get him in a lock. Yeah, this not necessarily this iteration of Jund, but I think Jund is well positioned right now in the game. And it just has really, really decent threats, along with controlling cards like Terminate, Abrupt Decay, Liliana of the Veil. It has the ability to play Murderous Cut, which it hasn't yet because it plays Tassiger. And you don't want to play really another card that costs that much to potentially flip with Dark Confidant. Or lovingly known as Dark Confidant. Yeah, there were numerous top decks that Austin could have had there to play the Emrakul. So he just needed a land period. or something that could find him a 2-mana land.